Okay, gentlemen. Here is my review for the final week of this season. I'll go with Don's suggestion, even though I think it's a little unnecessary. My winner is Magnet and Steel. And took me a while to think of my winner. The Elton John song and video is really, really good. So I'll start there. Such a good song. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. A lot to say about this. I know it's a Beatles hit. Beatles originated that song. I also learned, by the way, I like Elton John's version better. I do. I think it's better. It's just more upbeat. I think Elton John's better than any of the Beatles. Or as a group, I think Elton John's better. His voice in this song is it's in its peak. It's so good. So much to say. Okay, so Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, I learned in Staley, Miss Slavin. Anyone have Miss Slavin for music in Staley? And I believe it was 7th grade. Yeah, because I had Mr. Cook in 8th grade. Miss Slavin's music class, one of the things I learned, and I didn't learn much, but Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds was controversial because of Lucy Sky Diamonds, LSD. People thought it was, what do you call it? Some secret code, LSD. And it kind of makes sense. Kaleidoscope eyes and picture yourself in a boat. I mean, the lyrics in that song are so good. It's really, I'll explain why I'm picking the other song, but such a good song. Just the lyrics are great. His voice is so good. And you can get a visual of that song when you're listening to it. So good, so deep. But I learned back in the 60s when the Beatles released that it was controversial because of LSD. And it makes sense. So all that came back to me. It was pretty neat. Elton John was so good. The fact that, if I watched Rocket Man and I really didn't like it at all, it was too much of a musical, and it wasn't him singing. If it was a musical with his actual songs, it probably would have been better. But I lost interest in that. But the guy, man, fought some demons for sure, and to be a gay man and having to keep it in the closet for so long, but wearing those outfits back in the early 70s, it's kind of a risky move, but it worked for him. The guy was just so good. So good. One of my favorite artists of all time. Top 5 for sure. So the video was great. I love the performance. I love the outfit. I loved how it sounded, but brings me to Magnet and Steel. There's 3 songs. There's 3 songs, maybe 5, but 3 for sure. One of them is Baker Street, and the other one is Magnet and Steel. That, I'm telling you, it can really bring me back to a certain time in my life. And I remember it was 1977. It was our first year at Mills Cottages. And that song just brings me back. I swear to God, I feel like I'm freaking 6 years old again. It's such a good song. It's so, I love the flow of that. It's so relaxing. I love the lyrics. Magnet and Steel, you kidding me? The video is so good, and I don't know how. Well, I'm guessing that song was videoed when it came out, because the guy's so young. But the quality of that video is so good, and does that guy not look like Rocky Dennis from Mask, the 1986 movie with Cher? Rocky Dennis, man, you're Rocky Dennis with that awful hair. So much going on with that hair. And a little bit of Carrot Top. So again, if Carrot Top fucked Rocky Dennis, that's what you would have had. But that song is so good. There's a girl. I'm gonna get kind of too deep. There's a girl that was at Mills in 1977, our first year. I mean, she was quite a bit older. She was probably late teens. She always hung around. I have no idea what her name is, but I always remember her singing that song. And like that memory is so vivid. This girl was pretty hot, short jean shorts, and like, ugh. I mean, she was just another one of Alan Mary Lou's tenants for the week or whatever, but she always hung around. She's like, kind of took care of us. I'm getting no idea what her name was, but I just remember her being a smoke show, and I relate that song with her, and me being so young, probably getting a fucking boner. Just good times. Mid 70s, late 70s, just just no fucking care in the world. But I love that song so much. I've had it on my list for a couple of years. And I'm surprised, Jay, that you picked this, because obviously you were so little when this song was out, and I didn't think it was popular enough so where it would have been where you remembered it or liked it. And that's probably one of the reasons why I hesitated on submitting it. What the fuck with the fucking detours? Because I didn't know if Jason or Don or even Jim, for that matter, would even remember that song. But I love that song. It's on a lot of my playlists. It's so good. When he's playing the guitar at one part, when he's playing like, is that a bass guitar? That little like guitar solo he did, and the face he makes, he's like so into it. Like, it's so good. Love it. So I'm picking Magnet and Steel, and it was a heavyweight fight. It really was. But it's such a personal thing for me. I love that song so much. Elton John, that song, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, would have won any other week. Which makes this interesting, because for me, this would have been a great finals matchup for Jay's bracket. And now one of them's not even advancing. And there's going to be songs in all our brackets that probably suck. But, and there's songs that got eliminated before I even got to the bracket. So, anyways, that is my pick. That's my review. I'm headed to the casino because I feel like I'm going to hit a parlay this week. I feel like I'm going to do well. And so that's where I'm going. It's like a $15 parlay. It's a nice, beautiful day. I'm not going to get many more of these. It's so nice. Leaves are going to change soon. Not so much right now. But anyways, that's what I'm headed up to. Just got out of work. Jay, very good picks. Very, very solid. Don, I saw your message this morning. In my opinion, Jay crushed it. So, not to get on Don, but Don, there's got to be like a time in your life where it just brings you back. There's got to be like I think you're just blocked, Don. You're having like what writers would call a writer block. You're having video blocks. I think you're just blocked. You gotta think. You gotta focus a little bit more. Just go to Google songs from the 70s, songs from the 80s. I feel bad that you feel like there's not a lot of videos to pick. I mean, in closing, I'll say, that's not closing. I got something else to tell you. Who was it? I think it was Louis C.K. Louis C.K. said, you can stop making porn right now, and everybody in the world will always have porn to watch. There's so many fucking porns to watch. I mean, how many, you go to the A's, ass fucking, they have like 100 or 200 ass fucking videos. So we think about 26 letters, probably at least 50 videos. I mean, anyways, my point is, the videos are endless. It's just, I think you have a wall up. Okay, so I'm glad I thought of this because it's another dad story. On Labor Day weekend, Dad had his driveway sealed, and it was just a spur of the moment thing. He saw Gene Sanborn getting his driveway sealed, so Dad just wandered over, and Dad's so good at just small talk with anybody. He started talking to Gene, he started talking to the guy doing it. So the guy came over, gave Dad an estimate. A few days later, Dad's driveway is sealed. So it was Labor Day. Dad wasn't home, he was at camp. A few days later, like a week later or whatever, Dad had money in an envelope for this guy to pay him. And the guy never, just to this day, as of yesterday, he still hasn't showed up. And also, this guy put a big orange cone, like a construction cone, in front of the driveway, obviously, for no one to drive in the driveway for 2 days. So now Dad has the money. It's a check, I guess. I think it's a check. Dad's got the check in an envelope, and he's got a big orange cone in his garage. And he called the guy for the second time the other day. He said, "Look, I still have your money here." The guy's like, "Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Just hold on to it." And Dad goes on, "Also, you got your cone. I got your cone." And the guy said to Dad, "Hey, this is like a 3-foot cone, like this big-ass orange cone. Still got your cone here." The guy goes on the phone, "Hey, just tip it upside down, fill it with ice cream." And well, this isn't what Dad said to the guy, I'm sure. But Dad goes, "Jesus Christ. All right, buddy. Real funny. I got your money, I got your cone, you want to make jokes." I mean, it's never, ever okay to make a joke with Dad, it seems like. And that is something like if Dad had said that joke to someone else, he would have laughed at himself and would have fucking thought it was the best thing in the world. But the fact that he's on the other end of it, it wasn't hilarious, but it was kind of funny. But Dad was so irritated by that. He just wants to get rid of his fucking money. Guy, come pick up your fucking cone. The guy didn't give him a straight answer, so it's great. I mean, I don't know what Dad's response was to him. Anyways, that's the end of my story. That was a shit story, but it was funny. It was really funny. All right, Jay, very good picks, guys. Well, we don't have to talk next week, I guess, technically. We don't have to talk because those brackets are always new either, but if you want to do it, I can do it Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, or Wednesday night if you want to do our call, Zoom with the brackets, whatever. All right, Jay, guys, we'll talk to you later. See ya.